A-grade GSFL between Encounter Bay and Strathalbyn, and in the very cosy, warm, intimate caravan of love, our commentators Kevin Curran, Trevor Pry. G'day, fellas.
Howdy, Ian. It's a beautiful day down here.
It is nice and cosy. Kevin, get off my lap, will you, please?
That's what I meant.
So yeah, no, it's we've had a huge big shower of rain here going on, and the toss has occurred here at the Bay Oval. And for our viewers out there this afternoon, obviously home team Encounter Bay are blue and gold, and the visitors Strathalbyn are red and white. So I just we're talking when we come on, so I missed which was kicking to what end, so we'll get that up as we pick up. But the showers have let up here, which is good. It's still very dull and overcast, and the wind has dropped away. Yeah. And we thought we were going to be in big strife here. The caravan we tried to set up last night, and the wind was that bad we were frightened it was going to rip out of our hands setting it up. So me and the wife ran home. We come back this morning, it wasn't any easier. So we left it all down. As luck happens, that just as before the B grade started, it slackened off a bit and come down. We got it up, so Steve's up there now, so he won't get rained upon if a shower comes. But yeah, it really blew itself out here. So it'll be interesting to see whether this we get any more showers. It's supposed to be right through, so it'll be surprising if we don't. We've had gremlins left, right and centre here, Kevy, haven't we?
We have. We've had gremlins everywhere.
So we turn around and we get ourselves into here, and it's going on onto here. We'll finish up, like I said, the monitor's not working for us. We've got no signal. We've tried two other ones with cords, and neither of them were working, so we must have a gremlin in the switchboard here somewhere.
Keep those binoculars strapped on firmly, fellas.
Yeah. Well, Kevin put his glasses on, and he said, that's a waste of time. So,
made no difference.
Made no difference.
So I've got him right now. I've got him on a short lead here, and I turn around, and as the ball gets down to his head, I'm going to woof at him. So I'll be a seeing eye dog for a little while, but it's going to be awkward to pick up a lot of players here. Dull conditions, the distance they get apart, to recognise them is going to be hard. So apologies will come to a lot here. We'll pick up a few that we can recognise, but a lot of others probably won't be able to get their numbers to be able to get onto it like we normally do with the screen in front of us.
Well, we haven't seen Strath all the year, have we? So it makes a bit of difference.
Yeah, as I said, so the umpires are indicating here, we're looking, and it looks like Strathalbyn are going to the right of screen, which is the netball court ends, and Encounter Bay are going towards the Victor Harbour end as we get underway here. Up they go, Ruckman goes up, pushes it down by Tonkin, out comes Encounter Bay, he gets wrapped up into there, umpire says holding the ball straight away, free kick to Strathalbyn. Goes over, comes straight out to Butler. Butler drives off to Strath now, goes up onto there. Out comes Simmons, and Simmons takes it in front of his eyes with a spoil coming from Baldock and couldn't get to it. So straight away here into there, we've got Strathalbyn off into attack.
It's kicking into the breeze here a bit though.
It's dropped, yeah. It's actually dropped right away. Yeah, it's something we don't have at the bays now. Is the flags up, Kevy? So
no, there's no flags there.
No, there used to be one up, but yeah. So Simmons now comes in, goes over within the first minute of this game, goes off, drives it, it's hanging, it's coming back, it looks good. He runs back, the umpire comes around, we wait for him, he signals a goal.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Max Ferguson, Senior Colts.
Umpire tosses it up again in the centre. Strathalbyn get it out of the centre. They're kicking down towards the netball court end. And the Strathalbyn players pushed over out there, and Encounter Bay now will get their first kick. Kicks it over, and there it is.
Oh, boundary umpire's down.
Boundary umpire's gone down, has he? And that was Drew Alsfield.
Out to Crispin.
Crispin's got it now, and Crispin will kick this right down to the forward line down there, and I reckon the Encounter Bay player may have that. Can you see which team has got it? This side.
Yep, Bays have got it, and he's getting sent around, so your question's as good as mine. I should get my glasses out the car, I think, Kevy. I'll probably need them to get that extra distance and perhaps pick them up, but...
yeah, that's not easy, is it?
No.
Out there, you look at them here, and they look like little miniatures out of there.
Yes.
Anyway,
Certainly doesn't look to be Tyson. Perhaps
No.
it's Middleton.
comes out there now. They have a long shot in, and I reckon that may have tied the scores up at 1 goal apiece.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and it's open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Back in the centre once again. Little pushing, shoving, just going over onto there between Strath and the Bays. Up they go. Tonkin gets it out, puts it all over, comes back down on the ground, comes up. Strath bends over, picks it all up. He can't get out with it, does nothing. Umpire let it go for a long time. Turn around, comes out the back, up in the Bays. Was beautiful pick up through there. Goes back around. I reckon it could have been Middleton, that one. Goes over. Crispin gets the ball, drives it up for there, and intercepted by Strathalbyn at centre half back. He comes out wide, top to the opposite the club rooms. Goes over. Back flank though, still onto there. Wait for him to line up. Drives off. Not a real good kick. Goes in the centre but gets away with it, and that one goes in the hands there of Riley Clamp. Clamp comes out, comes up forward. Simmons goes up, down, can't get it, steps back in, goes around, gets caught up. We'll have to go for holding the ball. No attempt. That's what we've picked all season. He tried to break out the backs. There was the opportunity, but no attempting on it. Right in front of us now. Up they go. Tonkin goes up, gets it over, pushes over the boundary line. Should be a throw-in on the boundary umpire here, right by our van, by the old scoreboard, which is the new one into operation here. Sets himself, goes up. Tonkin comes up, it's miles too short. Clamp gets it in and out. Out it comes, picked up there by Pettit. Pettit goes back, turns around. He wanted to watch himself, goes over, straight into the mud and the water. He goes up there. Pettit comes back, he turns around, gets wrapped up. Crispin comes in, he back turns, he goes over and does a touch over, and she goes over the boundary line for a boundary throw in on the forward flank for Strathalbyn.
Just what you want to go into, Trev.
Yeah.
Like an ice bar.
Yeah, the big splash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Boundary umpire throws it up. Up she goes, over the back. Pettit tries to come through. He cops one high, goes down though. Umpire, yes, he has seen it, was late. Pays the advantage, goes off quickly. Out to Tonkin. Tonkin's gone too far. Goes out onto it, chasing around out to there, the Bays out there in Lachlan Williams. He turns around, he does the right thing and wraps the player up and gets a ball up on their forward flank. Just on the club room side this time.
He didn't have much help then, did he?
No.
To get away.
No, he was lucky. It was 2 against 1. He got it. Up they go. Callum Tonkin gets it out again. Comes over to Butler. Butler gets a hairball back. Goes over. Strath now pushing it forward. Trying to get it out through there. That one was Kedding, I reckon it was. And goes off. Picks up there by the Bays. Bays go forward. Up in the forward line. Out they go. Picked up beautifully. Handball got smothered out there though. Kicked around the body beautifully out in there. She goes over. The umpire signals minor score, so the Bays go to 1 goal 1 on the FPA scoreboard to Strathalbyn 1 goal.
And the ball will be brought back in. That player's got a bit of sense. He's got a long sleeve jumper on down there at full back. Anyway, out he comes now, going over the clubroom side, or maybe straight down the middle with it. A little bit over that over the side over there. It's pushed off hands. And across the boundary line it goes for a boundary throw in. Will be thrown in now right in front of the Encounter Bay bench over there. In it goes. Ball comes down. Strath grab hold of it. Kick the ball down the ground, almost a mark taken down there, but they back up. They got plenty of back up. They got a chance now going across the centre down there. That was good body work. Over there by number 17.
Willoughby.
That was Willoughby. And the ball now has come back. Bays got hold of it there. Player had it.
Oh, dropped it.
I think he spent it before he got it. But anyway, And Strathalbyn now will get the ball going into their forward line. Hand pass goes out. This might not have been the best hand pass that he's ever done, but the umpire says it's out of bounds, so toss it in. So I'll throw it in now in the left forward pocket over the clubroom side. In it goes, off hands it goes. Here's a chance. The ball comes in now. The back of the, just as well that Encounter Bay player was there.
Straight to the Strath
would
bloke.
have gone straight to the Strath bloke, and all he would have had to have done was turn around and put it through the goals. Anyway, it's over that fast, or it's over the clubroom side now, and Encounter Bay got hold of it. No idea who that player is over there, and he's marked it now on the centre wing. And here's a long kid down there by Pettit. Pettit's kicked it where there was two Strathalbyn people. And they decided in the end who was going to have it. Kicked it to the boundary umpire this time. It's gone over there. Encounter Bay got hold of it. Player with the ball there was Tate Walker. And the ball now is kicked right down to the forward line. And here's a chance for Encounter Bay to sail through another goal. And this will test your eyes out, Trev.
Yeah. Number 6, Tyson again, is it?
Tyson Neal. Oh, well, if he keeps getting them, they'll be all right. We'll just stick them all down to number 6.
If you see him line up and bend over like that, it's a good indication, isn't it? So
anyway, in he comes. Now he's not that far out. Just a little kick for Tyson Neal, and that has gone through the goal.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
balls from you, Tony, and we'll need you. So back in the middle it comes to the umpires. Up she goes. Tonkin goes up, gets it out. Pettit comes out again, gets over. He's right in the fin of it now. Comes back out to his brother in Tonkin again. Goes over. Handball comes back to his brother. He stab kicks it up. Goes over to Pettit. Pettit handball goes out wide. Back to Pettit again. The Bays are controlling it. Goes up. Up there. And it's a beautiful mark there to Strathalbyn in the defence.
Clamp, isn't it?
Could have been, goes over, quickly goes over, series of handballs now, comes over here to Butler. Butler comes off the left boot, goes inside, not a good trick, goes off, good body work again by the Bays again. He gets picked up, he gets it out there, seen to get it, advantage, goes on, quickly goes off to Butler. Butler for Strath, up forward again, over the top it goes. The Bays have got the run of the ball here now, and off he goes and puts it out back towards the flank. And that could just about go out untouched, but it doesn't. Back it comes in, handballs again, Strathalbyn in control, comes up over the top, back and down, can't pick it up there. Is the Strath, comes around, goes over, drives it all up. Here's a run now, Simmons in the front, ball up behind, goes off, Bays get it all up, handballs it inside, keeps it down, beautifully ticked up, goes over again, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
That'll be gone. It's twice he's been caught in the first, probably 6 going up to there. The Bay player just hasn't got it there. It was Tate Walker. Just got himself clear, thought he was all right, and he messed it up. So at the moment now, Lachlan Fox. If they played here like this, we can catch them all the time,
Yeah,
Kevin.
it's right in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So he'll line up. He will kick from just inside the 50-metre arc. Turns around, goes up, drives it, hangs up. It's looking good. It's going to be short though. Off hands, goes up. Simmons can't get it. He tries to break out, can't get it. Comes back out. Now they come around. Tonkin gets it out. Fraser, I reckon, goes out up there, and Williams grabs it for Encounter Bay. He goes back. Turn around. The player shouldn't be there. He's too close. Anyway, goes over the top, finds his player right on the chest out there, and that comes around here to Blake Bailey. Bailey goes off inside, finds it all up, goes over to his partner in crime there, and Hamish Tonkin. He goes over to Callum Tonkin. Tonkin goes up there. He goes wider again. Comes out now, up to centre half forward. Call out was good. And it goes straight in the arms of Encounter Bay. Now that one there could be Middleton. Beard on him.
Yeah.
So
Number 25, is
23,
it?
isn't he?
23, is it?
Oh, it's 23's Middleton, so...
He's 23.
23, we got confirmation from our eyes in the sky. So, yeah, pick him up with his beard, so...
23 here too.
Yeah,
Is it?
no, it's good. So,
We're lucky.
drives it off.
It's
Kick looks good, looks to be on the skinny
Point.
side there. Minor score only, so Encounter Bay now go to 2 goals, 2 on the FPH scoreboard to 1 goal to Strathalbyn.
And I'll get the ball back. The ball's gone. It's funny
'Cause-
today, he's got a couple of kids behind the goals now it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
Anyway, Strath got the ball, we'll bring it in. They're kicking with the aid of the breeze that's caught it.
Butler is
Come in now, that's Butler that's gone with the ball on that far side. Anyone mark that?
No.
The ball's gone across the line and out of bounds. Off hands. Or has it?
no, boundary. Oh, the central umpire.
Central umpire throws it up. Up it goes. Chance there for Encounter Bay to pick it up. They can't though, and the ball now is right in front of where the coaches' boxes are. They've got a good view of who's got the ball. We haven't, and the umpire throws it up once again. Up it goes. Down it goes. Strathalbyn got the ball now on that far side. Encounter Bay were the first ones there to do it. Came off their knee. Went back. Now it's amongst the group again. Encounter Bay got it. There's a long kick now. Goes down the forward line and it'll be picked up by Strath. Strathalbyn have got hold of it. And
You'll go.
they can't do anything with
Yep,
it.
hold the ball.
One of the umpires over there, he says it's a free kick to Encounter Bay. And we've seen a senior Colt kick the ball through for goal from there, Tony.
Yeah, that was a final.
in a
Final,
final,
wasn't it?
yep.
That was Strath too.
It was. This time
Good
the player has no idea. No idea if he could kick it or not, but he kicked it, the player leading out. And Encounter Bay got a chance now to put their 3rd goal on the board.
Number
13 he's calling it, so Lockie Williams. That looks too narrow. Out in the full. That's how narrow that was.
Yeah,
That was absurdly narrow.
too narrow.
Yeah, that was not a good kick. He made the distance, but yeah, really, really long way
So
off
that kick by
line.
the senior Colt must have been a damn good kick. That
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I think it was a bit of a breeze there too.
That was
It
after
on
the
go.
siren, though.
Yep. Yep, certainly got a good purchase of it. So anyway, Strath now with the ball in that back pocket, comes in, steps over, so he has to be called play on. Umpire's nice and slow on it, goes up, out it comes the back flank. The Bays overrun it, picked up there by Strath. He misses it with a handball and goes for holding the ball and a free kick to Encounter Bay. Jugglers will get to it. I reckon it's Middleton again, I reckon. He goes off, drives up, hangs this one up here. Up goes the Bays, can't get up to it, and there's a mark in defence there to Strathalbyn. They turn off, go quickly, back to the clubroom side, out wide, goes off, finds his player. Now he steps off, goes inside, comes out, finds his player further off inside. They've had 3 kicks and they're still on the back pocket really. Now he comes across face again, goes out there. Now they've got one out wide out here, comes up there. Bays won't pick him up, but they'll have him under pressure and he'll get hold up. He gets held up in that back flank, kicks it all up here, and that's going to be just about out of bounds. Ooh, boundary umpire's right there. Butler gets it, left foot in, finds his player inside. Now they come out, he steps around, can't find it all out, goes up, Simmons goes up, Boylock goes up, gets it, that's not going to come out of bounds, so turn around and have to go to it. Beautifully done by Tonkin. Tonkin goes up and down it goes, comes over there. Quickly over there, in that one there was Marky Elliott. That goes forward and there's a mark to Strathalbyn. On the forward flank, I reckon it's Riley Clamp. Yep. So Riley Clamp for Strath. He's come back from the Crows. Has been kicking goals for them. On-ball player here, so, and rests up in the forward lines. Really dangerous player. As I said, I reckon this young Willoughby might be on the mark there, but he's a bit hard to tell. He's probably about 36 out there, so Riley Clamp will come in and kick on just inside the 50. Goes in there now, drives it up, hangs it all up, looks to have plenty of leg into that. Umpire looks, he turns around and signals a goal. So there it is.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Really tough go now. They've made some good games against some top sides, but not winning. So, but yeah, Strath are up in it. Go, Kevy.
Up goes the players down, and ball's on the ground now, and it's just been pushed along the cricket pitch over there. Great job out there now for someone to wash the clothes.
Yeah,
they're nice. They're white shorts, and now they're about brown. Umpire throws the ball up again. Comes out now. The player there come out with it. He did his best to stop the player down the ground. It goes. And there's a quick kick out there, and there's Simmons again, and Simmons has put...
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
So ball is back at the centre. Of course, the umpires is Glenn Godfrey and Darren Harris.
Godfrey, normally called Hoover.
Fair enough, I suppose. So up it goes, comes around, out it goes. Up and down the ground, the ball gets trapped in underneath and it comes in. Don't ask me which one's which, Kevy.
Where is he? Hoover's probably got a hat on.
None of them have. So, anyway, ball goes up in the centre, comes out, Strath get it, tries to break through, handball goes out, whoop back, goes over, hits the front, Encounter Bay, keeps it in front of him, goes out, traps the Strath player, he goes out, gets over onto it, hits the bottom, turns around, goes over, stacks over, it comes in there, picked up quickly by Strath, off he goes, out in the lead out there, and turns around and Bulldog got to that one, and he takes it in front of Simmons. He can come strictly across goals here if he want, but he doesn't. He goes to club room, up it goes, spoilt from behind, hits the traps down here. Bays go down, try to get it wrapped up, and the umpire will come in, and it will be a ball up on the forward flank for Strathalbyn, club room side. Up she goes up, neither ruckman really get it, and comes back down. Bays have got hold of it, he gets wrapped up, and it will be a repeat by the central umpire. Up she goes up and down, comes around, goes back on. Bay's trying to get it all out. Strath also now comes up, the umpire wraps up for the third time. And it has progressed probably about 3 or 4 metres towards the wing wall, forward flank as it goes. Up they go, Tonkin gets it over the back, comes out quickly, handball goes around to Butler. Butler comes out for Strath, goes over, trapped beautifully by Strath, comes back up, body on body, up it goes, out the back it comes, turns around, Pettit can't get to it, turns around, the Bays get hold of it, comes out the back, goes over there, there's a snap, and that's going to be out in the full, and it'll be a free kick to Encounter Bay in the back pocket. That one there looks like it'll go around to Jaden Christophers. He goes off.
Kick it down the line.
Tonkin.
And it's gone out here to Tonkin.
Oh, made him work.
Tonkin's got it over there, and that I reckon might be
Willoughby.
Willoughby's got it. Puts the ball on the boot, kicks it down the wing. Come in at the back of the pack. Here's a chance now for the number 1 player out there for Strathalbyn, and Richard O'Grady. Get the ball down the ground towards his goal, and that was well done out there too by Tonkin then. That's Tonkin in Hamish Tonkin for Encounter Bay.
Crispin.
And down it goes through Crispin. There's not too many players between him and the goal. And if the ball bounces right, it does bounce right. That's about a 70-metre goal.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla.
South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
I knew it had a 2 in it. 22 minutes.
Back in the centre it is. Up she goes. Tonkin gets up, pushes out wide, goes off. Bayes tried to get it all up. He can't get to it. Goes back down. Finally gets a boot out to it. Comes back in the pack though. He turns around. Be lots of this today. And he turns around. The umpire comes back in for another throw up. Up he goes. Goes up with it. Tonkin can't get the backhand out to it properly. Out it comes. Bayes pick it all up. Troder Bay back. Strathalbyn on there. He turns around. He gets wrapped up quickly there by Alsford, Drew Alsford. Haven't heard him before, Kevy.
No, he must be a newie.
Yeah, a couple of B graders I was talking to the coach come up and they're going to give them a try. They're rewarding their B grade players for performances.
Crispin again.
Crispin once again now gets a free kick here. Still in the centre of the ground though. He won't make the distance on that one. Up she goes over the back. Bayes can't get to it. Comes out through there. Clamp couldn't get it. Strath now tried to run it down the flank and it goes over the boundary line. Or we've got a free kick back here, hanging on too long. And I reckon it could have gone over there to James Brown. And it goes over and finds the player leading. And I reckon that's Middleton again. He's got the beard.
Might need Tony's help here.
Yeah. Wait for him to go. It goes back. As I said, the only way I'm picking them is there's not too many out there, the Bays with the beards. So he lines up, ex-West Adelaide player, kick goals, drives up, drives this, the umpire's moving, looks pretty good. We wait for him to come back to centre, indicates the goal, so we'll give it to him.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Must be just that. We might be in the eye of the storm, they say,
Could be. The eye of the tiger.
They reckon it's the hurricanes in the centre's the calmest it is, isn't it?
Yep. Umpire throws the ball up again in the centre. Up she goes and then down. Tonkin pushes it down, but the ball goes straight down there to Strath. Over the back of the pack it goes. Oh, the player over there pushes it down onto the ground for Encounter Bay. And the umpire's going to let him get away with this for a while. But he comes and blows the whistle and says, I'll throw it up again. Which he does. Up it goes. Pushed down by Strath. That's a good push down by them, or punch down by them. And that's a good pass off there to number 4, and that is Mark Elliott for Strathalbyn. And the umpire will have to put his whistle to his mouth and blow it. That's not going to get you far. Anyway, the umpire throws it up again. Up it goes. The ball now is kicked out over that far side of the ground. This is a race on. Crispin will probably win the race, but will he get the ball? No, he won't. He slips over.
Does.
Yes, he does. Falls over, gets the ball, kicks it down the ground. And there's another one on the one down there too. And the ball now will be
over the boundary line by the looks.
Line, and the boundary umpire will get himself warm and throw the ball in. In it goes. Good throw in down there by the boundary umpire. Pushed down by Encounter Bay. Gets the knock to the advantage of his team, but that's about all it does because his team doesn't get to it. So it's the 26-minute mark now. Encounter Bay 3 goals.
4 goals.
4 goals. And Strathalbyn 3 goals. 4 goals 2 to 3 goals.
That's the FPA scoreboard. And of course the umpire comes in for a repeat. Still on that wing clubroom side. Up it goes. Tonkin gets it, pushes it out. Crispin can't get to it, comes back in. Strath try to get the handball back out. Now it does, gets out. Good smother on the back, goes up onto there. Turns around, Strath try to get it. There goes the siren. So we have it here at quarter time at the Bay Oval we have the home tied Encounter Bay and 4 goals to 26, leading Strathalbyn the visitors 3 goals 18 points. So at this stage for Strathalbyn, Ben Simmons has 2, Riley Clamp 1. For Encounter Bay we have Tyson Neal with 2, Jack Crispin and Mason Middleton with 1 each. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round, on air and YouTube.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday. And the girls down there at Beachside Bedding. Excellent service from locals. 9 to 2, back to the Oval, Encounter Bay Oval, Trevor Pryor and Kevin Curran.
Thanks for that, Ian.
Still there.
Yeah, it's we had a big white patch of cloud over the club rooms there in that last quarter, Kevy, and it was actually quite glary on here. We got tint on this window, and that's gone now though, so the clouds
You'd
still
like
here.
To be able to have temporary tint on the window, so you put it on, take it off when you need it.
Yeah, well, you can get them in those little blinds that you pull down. That's what they got over there in the coaches' boxes, Kevin.
Right.
So, we might just have to go over with a screwdriver at the end of the game and try one of them. Take this one off. Yeah, we've had this window tinted and through a sponsor of ours and here at Victor Harbour Tint, and of course it was too dark for us, so we got a lighter one in, but it still does dull it down quite a lot.
Calling it in the dark, wasn't it? It was about 80%, I think.
Yeah, we used to step out, we used to get here and say, we'll have to put the lights on soon. We go out the back door and we just about get sunburned, so it turned around and certainly does hold it down. But players are taking their time here, which they do. We got underway early here at the Bay Oval, so they got ahead, and with that downpour they didn't want to get held up for anything, so it goes. But a couple of matches we only got one score back so far, which is not surprising. Mount Compass 3 goals to Maiponga Selix 1 goal 3. That's up at Mount Compass, so that will be an interesting one there. Maiponga Selix second, only been beaten twice, got beaten in the first round as they come in by Strath up there, and obviously getting fitness and that going, and of course then the top side beat them. So this is round 9 today, so we're halfway through the 23 series here, and of course it goes on. So the other ones round, you would think, well, Willunga, Goolwa, Port Elliot have been coming back with a bit of form, so Willunga won't get that all their own way. Probably the one that's sitting around is Langhorne Creek, Victor Harbour, and I've spoken to a couple from Langhorne Creek, and a few injuries there, and they're Perry over. Curtis Perry's gone out with a real rotten shoulder injury. He got a bad injury.
Score just in, Trev, for that one. Langhorne Creek 4 goals 3. Victor Harbour 3 goals 1 quarter time.
Yep. So so a bit of unfortunate there for Curtis Perry. Like I said, he had a bad one last year. He's got another bad one this year. So we wish him well. So here we are, back in the centre, ready to get underway here for the start of the second quarter. Up she goes, turns around, goes up in the air, up and down it goes, comes back into the pack, which is always out, comes around quickly, around over to there, and that one there was Mark Elliott, Strathalbyn, goes up onto their forward flank, Encounter Bay picks it all up, could have been Crispin, comes around the body, turns around, touches, goes right down there to the wing, turns around, picked up there. I reckon that was Butler, smothered though. He gets a handball out again, thumped back out by Strath, back inside. Crispin lays a tackle, goes over, Strath now, right up their forward flank. Up they go, Simmons can't get to it. Bulldogs trying to keep him out. He turns around, he gets wrapped up and he's not going into it. Handball goes out. Now it goes over, right back up to the wing up here it goes, and that'll go over the boundary line untouched. It'll be a free kick to Strathalbyn in the form of Butler. He's got a lead on in the centre and he doesn't have it. So he goes up there, drives this one straight up, that forward flank onto there. Up and down it goes, comes out there. Strathalbyn with the ball, swings around, kicks it inside. Out they come, up and under. Ball goes out over the back. Picked up beauty. Oh, double flip up. Umpire saw that one and let it go. Up it goes, tackled onto there. Probably get one for Holly. Round the shoulder. And turn around and go. Yeah, the old double-handed flip up. You turn around, you can't flip him with an open palm. So anyway, Strath now. Free, right in front. And that's 15. So at the moment it's young little Max Ferguson. Playing A grade up from the senior Colts. Played in the association side and got best on ground for the Southern side. Great Southern, better not say that, against Southern.
No.
So he rolls up. And he comes, getting quite steady on it. Drives up, hangs it. Oh, I reckon he snuck that one in.
I reckon he did.
Umpire comes back. Out he goes. He signals it.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
I don't know. I reckon the storm clouds over Heather. She's probably listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love her.
Anyway, the umpire throws the ball up the centre. He throws it up any higher to circle the moon. Anyway, the ball's on the ground down there and it's on the cricket pitch. It's a lovely, dirty cricket pitch. Umpire throws it up again. Up it goes again. And Encounter Bay, look like they might have had that ball for a while there.
Crispin had it, yeah.
But the ball's on the ground. It's 2-1 down there. Yeah, Crispin did have it for a while. And the umpire will throw it up again. Up it goes. Down it goes. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Wouldn't you like to be on that cricket pitch,
No, it's not the cricket pitch, Kevy. That's just a centre bounce.
Oh, the centre thing, yeah.
Yeah, she's all muddy. I walked across there and she's muddy, but Crispin with the ball.
But it is a cricket pitch, isn't it? I mean,
no,
it's a cricket pitch area.
No, cricket pitch is up here at centre half forward. Up it goes, out wide, turns around, finds his player, plays on quickly the bays, turns around, gets the ball running, goes off and he finds his player out wide. Can't pick up who is out there. It goes across, goes on, comes up to full forward. Up they go, over the back it goes, comes around. Middleton tries to get the handball out it goes further, comes back in. Strath now trying to get the ball out the back it comes, and it gets wrapped up. The central umpire is going to have to come in there. I reckon he might have missed the whistle the first time there because he went second time on the whistle. Up at full forward goes. Middleton goes up for the bays, comes back down, goes round. Strath break away with it though. They go up there now, right up to the wing. Up they go. Bulldog goes over, almost pulled in a one-hander. Puts it back to his player, who messes it up. He turns around, he gets wrapped up onto there, and it'll be a ball up on the wing clubroom side, virtually just about the centre Umpire puts it all up, big shepherding going on into there, turns around, goes out, turns around, comes up there, wrapped up in here, ball goes up, comes out loose, out it goes wide, Strathalbyn, socket off the ground, be a lot of that today. Encounter Bay, he gets tagged on it when he hasn't got it, goes down on the ground and the umpire's going to have to come in, no, still free, out it comes, Bays, quickly now, drive it all out, up forward, goes over, comes all out, turns around it goes, Encounter Bay tripped, got his legs tangled up with a player going for the ball. Should have been a free kick because he took his legs out. Anyway, Strath now forward, thump goes out, comes out wide. Tonkin comes around to it, gets it, he kicks it, gets his ball to it, comes out wide. Picked up beautifully there by the Bays. Handballs, but it's not real good. And the Strath player is injured down there. Turns around, goes up there, player gets wrapped up, and the umpire's going to have to come in. I reckon that's young Max Ferguson there. He's got himself a knock in the side there, I reckon. He's up and about though, so it goes on. Up it goes, comes back down, backhanded, goes out, ball's on the ground, Tonkin's on top of it. Umpire can't do nothing else but come in for another baller. So up they go, Ruckman goes up, Tonkin gets again, straight in the hands there of Strathalbyn. Strathalbyn goes over there, he turns around, picked it up.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes gone. Up she goes. Ruckman goes up, Tonkin gets it out. The Bays don't read him well, do they? He wins the rucks and he doesn't get out of it. Pushing through there, comes back into there. Strath tries a hand around the bottom, pushes it forward. He goes out, the double slip out again. Comes out onto there. Back it goes down there, comes back through. Scoops it out. Handball goes across the running players out. Goes straight out there. That goes right up the full forward. Out the back. Whistle's gone. A free kick to Encounter Bay. I reckon that's Bulldog in the back pocket there. He swings it out wide. Comes over. Talks to him. Oh, he talked, but then he dropped it. Comes out over there. Handball back inside. Picks it all up. Pushes him in the back. Umpire calls play on. Comes out through there. Goes out there. Strathalbyn now too. Over the top. He throws it. Turns around. Goes over there to Strath. Strath goes off and they find the player out there in the forward flank. 16 or 18 on him, so must be Gilbert.
18,
Max, no, it must be 16. There's either Noski or 16, so 16's Jack Gilbert.
Number 22 kicked the last goal.
Yep. Up it goes. He misses that by a mile and puts it out of bounds on the full, well away from the point post, so not a real good kick, that one. So it goes on into it. So yeah, so Encounter Bay will be recipients of the ball back into here if they go and get it. No, someone lucky enough out to be able to grab it. So the Bays with the ball. Probably, yep, I can say we'd have to go as Bulldog. Comes up here to scoreboard side, up and down it goes. Tonkin can't get it, can't wrap it in. Goes up there, on the ground, gets wrapped up, and the umpire's going to have to come in for another ball up on the forward flank for Strathalbyn, on the scoreboard side. Up they go. Tonkin goes down, hits the rover in the face, goes off there, comes back down there. There's wrapped all up, goes onto there. Umpire has to come in once again and be another ball up. Still on that 50-metre arc, forward flank for Strathalbyn. Up they go, pushed out there by Strath in Thomas Walk. They go forward now, up and down it goes, comes out, over the top, goes out. Strath trying to push around in front of him. He gets wrapped up, he tosses it out back, goes around quickly, kicks off of there, and that would be just about touched over the boundary line for a throw in on that forward flank, forward pocket for Strathalbyn. You've got to see it was 9.5 minutes in this quarter. He turns around. Bays haven't done much inroads. Up they go, pushed out, over the back it goes. Tonkin tries to get down to it, sock it off the ground, comes over quickly, handball goes out, finds this player out there, and Pettit, I reckon, goes off. Inside, comes up into there, and that's a strong mark there by Tyson Neal. Tyson now comes up, goes out, calls out onto this one, should be over there, and that comes around straight on the chest there of Dan Jelinek. Jelinek goes forward, can't find Middleton. Middleton, that's a throw out. Don't worry about giving it out. Crispin keeps going to the whistle. Turns around, Riley Clamp comes out with it. He turns around, he goes over. He gets put down. Goes over there, comes out, ping pong here going on. Oh, he's picked out one to Strathalbyn. So he turns around, picks over quickly here. That goes over quickly onto there to Nisbet. He goes off. Finds his player out there, goes over quickly around. He finds his player out further on, and that goes out to McFarlane. McFarlane goes out wider still, over his head, goes over. Got the run of it here though, Strathalbyn. He oversteps it. Bay step in, Strath wrap him up. He can't do anything. The umpire's going to have to come in. It's gone over the boundary line, so the boundary umpire will be a throw in there. Heading around to the forward pocket for Strathalbyn, clubroom side this time. Up she sits, drives up they go. Thump by Strath to their goals. Over it goes. Good bodywork by the Bays. Puts the ball down on the ground. Now there's stacks on the bill, and the umpire will come in for a throw up, Kevy.
Right, so he's going to throw it up in Strathalbyn's forward area down there, and the ball now hits the ground. Strath pick it up, and they stop there. Maybe it was out of bounds. Then can't see from here what's happening with the boundary umpire out there. That's like a dark area out there, Trev, isn't it? And the umpire throws it in. Here's a throw in. It goes straight to Strathalbyn from the knock. Ball's on the ground though. They come out again. They get the ball out. They don't. And the ball is still in a scramble on the ground. And the umpire picks out a throw up. So the ball now has been thrown up.
Free kick to Strath.
And Strathalbyn get the free kick. And that'll be interesting to see from there if he can get the ball through the goals from there. He comes in, put the ball on the boot, goes in. It's a hard, low kick in.
Oh, that is silly, panicky kick.
And this now has got out. Oh, the player there from Strath. He got pushed over, got the ball taken away from him, and now the ball's on the half forward line with the Encounter Bay in
spotted well.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to pay that one. Yes, umpire. Took his hands out. Goes to Blake Bailey for the Bays. Turns around. He drives it up here. Goes. Middleton comes up. Up he goes. Up and down. Goes up and down. The umpire pays the mark. Middleton marks it on the, well, almost on the wing, virtually. It's on the top side. Nothing really moving. Drives it. Goes too far. Oh, over the top. Lucky on that one. And it falls in the chest of Griffin Clark. Griffin Clark for the Bays, goes forward, up they go, Tyson Neal over the back, can't get to it, turns around, Butler gets the handball out, goes to his advantage of his player, comes up, over the go, over the top it goes. That's a good mark there by the Bays, plays on quickly, comes all over, turns around, goes off, goes onto there, kick goes straight down the throat of Jelinek again, I think, he goes in, oh, that's got to be 25.
Yeah, that was... no need for that.
No, Cohen Pettit took it down in front of his eyes, and the Strath player kept coming straight into his back.
Number 19, Mark Tucker.
I tell you what, if you look where he is, Kevy, if that is 15, 20 metres, I'll go have I'll have chips for him. It was almost on the 50, so he has to go in 25, and he'd be lucky to be on the 30-metre mark there. Yeah. Anyway, Pettit now drives up, drives this ball. He's hung that one too. Oh, the umpire's come back. Yep. Oh, he scared us then. So
1 point only, and that's another point to Encounter Bay. They've got 4 goals, 3, 27, trailing Strathalbyn 5 straight goals, 30 points.
Yep, our FPAG scoreboard. Butler goes to get the ball to bring it back. Surprises me how people sit around an oval because it's gloomy, they put the lights on. I don't think that's going to help the footballers at all.
Put the lights on in their car.
Yeah,
They don't
then
know
they'll get
got
flat.
them on.
Then they'll get flat lights.
Sometimes now if you start your motor, they might have done that to get warm. Gee, that's a
certainly
fair
did, didn't
distance
it?
out, wasn't it?
Especially if you look the man on the mark back 25. You're only allowed to run 15. So anyway, Strath with the ball over the clubroom side. Right into attack now they go. Goes up forward, goes over the back. The Bays are on the run onto here. And it goes over the boundary line, untouched, and will be a Bay kick. He drives this, comes right across goals, turns around, finds his player out there in, this must be 18 I reckon, so must have been Brown I think, goes off. They kick again, find it, comes out there, Strather on the go out there, he dropped that one. Wet weather, you cannot let them off your chest, and the Bays could pay for that one. That one there was Tyler McCreena. He turned around and goes, so it'll be a ball up for the forward flank.
It's only 3 points in at the moment.
Yeah.
3 points in front is Strathalbyn.
Ball goes up, goes off. Tonkins gets pushed under it. Oh, that looked high. The umpire's seen that one. He turned around, goes over, and Crispin, yep. So Crispin's getting himself dirty today, which is good. He's back to form. Getting by far just about into their best. Doesn't know where to go now. Drives off, goes in, finds his player. Good kick. Spots him up. He's at centre half forward though. Centre half back to the Bays. Off he goes in there, finds his player out there, and that one there is Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin goes out wider still, goes over and finds his player out wide. Goes on, inside, finds his further player up. He goes out onto there. Could be Christopher's, can't pick up on who it is. He goes off, finds his player further in. Callum Tonkin, I reckon it is, goes off, he short kicks, doesn't do much, doesn't even get to the target. That's how bad it was. And I turned around, they were lucky then. I cannot understand why these players do donkey little kicks and they fall 5 metres short.
Yeah, that was well short, wasn't it?
Ah, terrible. Up she goes, ruck goes up, comes back out, Bays try to get it out, pushes over, pushed out there by Strath, off they go quickly out through there, and Richard O'Grady. He goes out, goes onto the wing and goes over the boundary line for a untouched, I reckon. So the Bays have got the ball. Right in front of the club rooms, drives in. Then he goes off. He finds Pettit in the lead. Pettit still on the true wing though. He goes back. Goes off. He finds his player off there. He plays off. Now he doesn't know. Now he's in big try. Goes off. Finds his player out wider still in Tyler McCreena. McCreena now goes off. This is under pressure here now. Up it goes. Into the back it goes. Strathalbyn override it. Turns around. Bays get up. Got to keep your feet in this conditions. Goes back down. Umpire comes in. And he's going to have a ball up on the 50 metre arc here on the forward flank for Strathalbyn.
3 positions then and finish up 25, 30 metres further back.
But you get burnt. As soon as you hesitate, you're gone. Comes back to Tonkin. Tonkin gets out wide, goes out there to Bulldog. Bulldog with a run of it. Has to go down, breaks away, then he falls over. Looks for it, goes straight to Strathalbyn. Strathalbyn now with the ball, goes back inside. Over it goes. He gets wrapped up, gets the ball out again, picks up his player, goes up. His kick's wild, handsome. Out it goes there, and she gets touched and goes over the boundary line, right next to the point post for a throw-in. 18, heading towards the 18.5 minute mark here. And she's a throw in that forward pocket for Strathalbyn. Up she goes, pushes all up, turn around, goes up and down, comes back out. Encounter Bay try to get it up, they can't get it out. Fishes over, goes around, now it goes out the wing side. Crispin goes over, falls over onto it. Out they come. Bays push it forward. Strather getting numbers back there. They pick it up, burst through the pack, gets it out backwards. Bays go up again, up to the wing, up they go. Up and down the Bays go. And now Strath, no, picked up by Encounter Bay. He gets wrapped up, quickly goes off, handballs inside, good. Now they've got the run. Crispin goes off, over the top, needs to get this run ball. Got the spin of it, turns around, doubles back in, turns around, picks all up, and here he comes in, he comes over to Tonkin. He will not get the distance on this because he doesn't like to kick long. That's given the heebie-jeebies, hasn't it?
Well, he's missed the lead, so...
Yep, it's too late now. He's got him out wide here, but he's going to get serious here now. Well, this will be a first for him. I've hardly ever seen him kick a long distance. It's not to say he's not capable, but In he comes, will kick from at least 45, drives
Look
off,
at that.
hangs the ball, goes over. He's happy. Oh, he should do this more often.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Nice if it was, Kevin.
Well, it's the last before.
Look at that, clouds breaking up
before
over
the
the back
break.
of the hill. There's a little blue sky. Ball back in the centre. And of course you've got half time, you've got Travis
Crawford to have a chat with.
Yeah, Fleurieu
throws
budget.
the ball up again. Up it goes. Here's a chance now for Encounter Bay. They'll get a long hand pass out. Goes out, hits the mark. Oh, did it hit the mark? Hit the mark, but
Lucky.
he couldn't get away with it. Maybe he could have gone for a...
Should have gone for the kick, I think.
He's going okay now at the moment. He probably thinks it's all right. Kicking goals and doing all those sorts of things. The ball's on the ground. And they decide to grab him out of it. Pettit out of it. Umpire throws the ball up again. Out it goes. And here's a chance now for Encounter Bay. They'll bring it down the wing. The player running at it. Well, both of them running at it. Didn't know where it was going to bounce, and it almost bounced back over their head. Strathalbyn now got the run of the ball. They missed the run of the ball in and left it to Encounter Bay. But they're short of a player down there. They're going to be
right,
2-1 at one stage.
Don't
but
know where to go.
Oh, it's flipped over. And it's gone over to Strath. It's gone over to Strathalbyn there. Mark Elliott has got the run of the ball there, and he put the ball back in Strathalbyn's way.
Bay's got it.
Well, Bayes have got it back this time. And it's
Tonkin, he's got him out here wide if he wants him.
Tonkin, he's got
There's
him
going to be sit under it.
again.
Tyson.
Tyson Neal.
Out it wide again.
No, he didn't yell out loud enough then. And
Pettit.
Here's a chance now for Pettit to put the ball in, and he kicked the ball probably too high into his player leading then. And Strath have got the ball now. They'll go straight down the centre of the ground with it. And I should be able to get it
That's
further
Simmons,
down.
I reckon.
Simmons has got it. And Simmons decides to do a little short kick, which he's done, and that's gone over there to Bailey Nisbet.
Butler got it. They've got to
Butler
watch him.
kick it in
He
now.
runs off the back flank, runs out a lot like Blackwell at Langorns Creek, and the Bay people were not smart enough to pick that up. And of course he's hit the forward player right on the chest.
And he's right in front of the goal.
Yep,
So,
and one of the players you do not want to see with the ball in hand is Riley Clamp.
now Clamp's gone back a reasonable distance. In fact, he's gone back a long, long way. They have a shot. Comes in now. I think the player on the mark has gone back a fair bit.
Goody.
That goes straight through the goals for Riley Clamp. That's right.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
It'd be very interesting. He should have a good chat with that one. It'd be worthwhile listening to, folks, or watching it. He turned around. He does a wonderful job on the budget here. It's best, Blake told me over there, it's better than what you get at the SANFL. Up the centre it goes.
And half the price.
Tonkin gets up, goes over, pushes back down. Strath try to get over it, can't get out to it. Turn around, Pettit gets the ball, can't get out with it, and it's still in that centre square there for a ball up once again. Up they go. Tonkins backhands by Pettit again. Comes out there. Chris. Oh, that's one of the quickest handball / throws you've seen in your life. You'd have to pick that
rugby, wouldn't
out.
they?
Well, you can't get it out that quick and that far. Up it goes, turn around anyway. The Bays recover it out in the back flank. They goes up over his head. 2 on 1 here. Stratha got it out. Now the ball goes out. Comes up there, back out the back. Bays get it, turn around. They're messing around. They just can't keep their feet. Up it goes, up on the forward flank. Out it goes to Middleton. Middleton picks the ball up, turns around, comes back inside, and he finds his player in there, I reckon, close to the ground. That could be Alsford. Not sure it was 20. He goes up. Up they go. Strath come out. Thump it all out. There it is. Butler again goes out onto it. Sock it out there. Turns around. Goes onto it. It gets wrapped up. Bays get up to it. He gets wrapped up onto it. The umpire goes, holding the ball. Thank you very much. Oh, Butler with the ball goes out. Goes over the back. Baldock goes down. Gets it out. Picks it all up. Handball comes back to him. Off he goes. Left foot. Sorry, that was 22 then. Anyway, go wrong, so that was Tyler Baldock.
What's happened there?
Goes out, goes
Free
over
kick.
there. He's brought the ball back. So.
No, he's brought it back. I think he blew the whistle before he kicked it.
So the Bays now, they come out, the scoreboard side, comes out wide, goes off. You have to be a free kick, but he marked it anyway, and that gets into Ambrose Willoughby. Willoughby with the ball, comes out, he finds his player further ahead in Jaden Christophers. Christophers, he hits small, he goes off, he finds his player here, and they're short kicking there, Connor Hills. Connor Hills now needs to put it up. Turns around, goes off. Tyson Neal comes out and he finds that one on his chest. They've had 4 kicks and I reckon they've only just covered 30 metres. Tyson Neal, no, gets the ball up. Siren sounds, so there it goes. So half time here at the Encounter Bay Oval. We have Encounter Bay 5 goals 3, trailing the visitors Strathalbyn on 6 straight goals. That's at the half-time mark here. We won't go through in there. We'll get ourselves prepared for the half-time hub. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fluorio. They're in your field.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Table. Welcome to our halftime hub today, and our guest is Travis Crawford. And Travis is the man who started the Fluorio Footy magazine off last year in our finals, and this year every week. So how's it going, Trev?
It's been exhausting, Kevin, to say the least. But no, look, it's been an enjoyable process. organising 10 clubs across the week is certainly challenging, but to their credit, I think we've made we're 10 rounds in. We've got to 10 rounds, we're not halfway.
That's 9, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, not well. Association round as well.
Yeah, another one
because we did the association round as well, obviously with the GSFL. But look, it's certainly it's been certainly a learning process. But we've got half of this magazine dedicated to the clubs, and to their credit, they keep turning up each week and giving me content and putting it in, and hopefully it's engaging that supporters, volunteers bother to buy it when they come into the ground.
Well, they do. I mean, it would be a lot better if some of the people on the gate tried to sell it.
Well, that's their job when they're selling tickets as well.
They're selling tickets as well. I mean, I reckon this year, I've been to every game, and I think I've been asked once to buy one.
Well, we might need to work on that if that's the experience.
I mean, we get one every week because Julie goes to the
of course.
football. Not much good me buying one. I can't read it while we're doing this.
Look, I think to make it work, it has to be accessible not just at the gate, but obviously around the ground. Whether it be at the canteen or the barbecue or the bar. I think it's somewhat limiting because often people at the gate are busy and it's they're trying to get cars in, and it's difficult. So I think in the long term, if we can have a model where that's not such a focal point, and people expect it at the canteen and they expect it at the barbecue shed.
Yeah, but then again, if people are busy at the canteen, it's the same as being busy at the gate, isn't
it? But they're standing there, they're often waiting. So it's a different space, if that makes sense. They're not busily getting into the car, but these are just some of those little mountains we need to get over. But in the end, look, the clubs will decide at the AGM whether they want to pursue it or go round again.
What's the general feeling?
We'll find out, I think. Oh, look, I think the feedback's been really positive. I had numerous, committee members actually ring me and say, hang in there, and, they think it'll become, just part of coming to the football. And I think maybe, how we go engaging, the local football supporters, volunteers, is sort of critical for its success in the long term. And the players too. I think the players need to understand that this is essentially a club fundraiser. It genuinely makes money for the clubs. And that really probably
they
is
don't
the story.
care as long as they got
No, but we're all time poor. We're all
right,
time poor, and if that's one small way of contributing for the cost of a Fluoro flavoured milk, it's not a big thing. Well,
no, I mean, people say, it's $4, but I mean, lots of things are $4. A can of Coke now is about $3, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And look, and we're trying to match everybody. Trying to engage all age groups. Whether it be players, whether it be minis and moddies. There's a whole kids section where they can, particularly on a day like today,
see their name in the paper.
Exactly.
I think that's what some of them like. They just like to see their name in there.
And photos. The Fluoro Sun do a great job of sharing, their photography over the course of the weekend, and the more we'd happy facilitate people sending photos in. We've got room to do that sort of stuff. So it's really just being able to, or making sure that message is getting out there. That if you want to engage with the magazine, we're open to contributions. I have a 16-year-old Year 10 journalist. Yeah, so he's contributing content 3 or 4 weeks, and he writes an article for us, and we put it in there. So that's the sort of things that make it unique, if that makes sense.
So how do you go on getting enough, or do you have enough and have to take some out?
So sometimes it's a juggle, but half the magazine is dedicated to the club, so that equates to 32 pages. So we easily are filling 68. I think this week's edition is 72 pages.
Oh, so it does vary. You don't sort of stick with.
It's 64 to. Well, it just depends. So this week we had a bit more Panthers content because the women played their grand final last week.
Yeah.
So that seemed like relevant, and then. Jed Gray did an article about the Victor Harbour Senior Colts winning their first game in I think it was over 1,000 days, you know. So he actually interviewed the coach, Ash Foote, there. So, you know, these are nice little
Well, these are things you
tangible
can
touch
put in
points.
something like this, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah. So that's right.
Because you're a great one for statistics, aren't you?
Yeah, I do like
I
my
know
stats
you've got a lot
and
of my
facts.
stuff.
Yeah, well, that's
Over the
true.
years.
I do. Came and raided all your stuff. And we're actually trialling, just on a side point, we're trialling live scores today on the GSFL website. So if you go to the gsfl.com.au website, we've got all scores appearing live directly
As
on...
they happen. You're luckier than what we are. We can't get them here.
Well, you just need to go to that website now, and you'll be able to hopefully access that going forward.
I mean, this was a big thing many years ago. There was no radio, no TV, no live scores. All of these things weren't happening, and people wanted them.
Yeah, well, now we're trying to facilitate
Now
that.
you're trying to say, well,
Exactly.
here we can do it.
Yeah.
Just help us out, because,
That's right.
I mean, you're only at one place, aren't you?
Yeah.
On the weekend, you can't be everywhere.
No, that's right. But, you know, we trialled it. We actually, the first place we trialled it was last night at the women's matches. So, and, you know, the women play at different venues.
Yeah.
And it was terrific. You know, I think we had 6 of the 7 games feeding out live scores. I had a mum ring me the next day and she said, I wasn't able to go, but I could check out what the score was.
Check out what was happening.
Exactly. So all these things sort of mash into each other. But, you know, if we can wrap them all up and be consistent and engage and, you know, and send everybody to the one place, then there's real value for the league and the clubs. And we've got control of that too, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the league and the clubs have control.
I mean, why did you, what, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years ago, decide to do this?
Well, I got roped in. Obviously, I mean,
it's a big job, though, isn't it?
How long have you got? So obviously, I started here. Wes Hurrell roped me in at Encounter Bay. My young children started playing Auskick, and then Wes saw me coming from a mile away. And 10 years later, I was coaching. Had been the Auskick coordinator here for I think 8 years. And then
no one knew you then.
No, and then John Althorpe said, "Oh, would you like to do the Encounter Bay football budget?" Everybody's probably aware of the... And, you know, John had been doing that for nearly 20 years. Yeah. And so I put my hand up for that, and then that's sort of how this all evolved. And, you know, after doing that for the last 5 years, Todd
that was the best production of any club. Because,
yeah,
I mean, well, you've got the facilities to do it.
That's right. I mean, I'm in that space from a job perspective. And then Todd suggested that I approach... So Todd Butler actually laid the seed and suggested, you know, we should be doing something of this scale for the whole league. And that's sort of how it transpired. And this, as you rightfully pointed out, we did the finals last year, and that was... We actually sold out across some of those finals weeks, which was exciting, and that was sort of the impetus to do it this year.
I don't think people could believe it. I mean,
yeah, no, well, Julie Curran, your better half, actually rang me. She was so shocked that she sold out of footy budgets that first week of the finals.
But I don't think she did. What had happened, the gatekeeper had sold out.
Oh, okay.
Right, and he said, well, she said that we've sold out. We said, well, you know, how many did you have? Oh, I know how many I had. She said, but I've sold out. So that's when I rang you and said, but they've sold out. But they only sold out what the gatekeeper had.
Yeah. So that was a different week. So I think the first week...
that was the second week.
Yeah. So it was the first week we did, because Julie, we actually had to print more.
Yeah.
And we delivered them the next day. Yeah. But look, you know, it's done, you know, it's a local production. It's printed here locally. You know, it's a good story. So fingers crossed. It will
okay,
have a
so
life of its own.
Oh, well, let's hope that it has. I mean, was this a part of your job that you used to do? Or
yeah, so I run a design studio in town. So we do a lot of, we do actually product design, graphic design, web design. And so it's in our space. So we do a lot of corporate literature. So it's something that is in my ballpark.
It's in your ballpark, and you have fun doing it?
I do enjoy it. It's been an exhausting process, but yeah, fingers crossed it'll get easier and easier.
Well, that was a very quick 10 minutes.
It was. It did go very quickly. I can waffle, obviously.
You can waffle. So, anyway, thanks for that. The clubs are out there. I think they want to get on and play a little bit of footy, Travis.
Fingers crossed Callum can kick another one. It's always nice to see the ruckman kick A goal. Thanks, Kevin.
So thanks for your time today, Callum, and Callum, you're talking about Callum, Travis. And look, let's hope that this goes on through the finals and keeps going.
Yeah, terrific. All right, thanks for your time.
Good job.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, match of the round, on air and YouTube.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Prior.
Thanks for that, Ian. Yeah, you got some scores there for us, mate, so we might as well get them down.
It's been a challenge, but we're sort of getting them. Let's get everybody in the picture here. Half-time, Leghorn Creek, 6 goals, 339. Victor Harbour, 10 goals, 666. Mount Cuppa, 6 goals, 238. The Myponga Selix, 1 goal, 410. They're the only scores I can get my hands on at the moment because the phone app has kind of disappeared and I'm trying to...
Oh,
it's gone again.
We lost him again.
Anyway, the ball's been bounced in the centre now, and there's...
Yeah, mate, we're on air, go.
And they're just picking the ball up now, and the umpire will throw it up again. Down it goes on the ground. And the ball now is on its way down to Encounter Bay's end, in the middle of the ground. Player there with the ball, he might be lucky here and get away with it, not be holding the ball. I think he is.
Lost him again.
The umpire's about to come in now and throw it up. Up it goes. Out of the pack it goes. And here's a chance now down the Encounter Bay's forward line down there. And they've got the ball now. And it's gone. And here's the ball now is in the goal square.
Just keep talking.
and Encounter Bay now, it's in their area. Down it goes. Quick kick out of the pack, and that has gone straight through the goals down there, and that is a goal.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
What's going on out there anyway? So
Did you know who kicked it?
I reckon it's 6 goals 3 to Encounter Bay, and 6 goals to Strathalbyn on our FP Ag scoreboard.
Yep. We've lost ourselves communications with the
umpire tosses it up again. Encounter Bay get the ball out of the centre, and now Strathalbyn grabbed hold of it. They grabbed hold of the player out there. He's not going to give the ball up. He'll have to now give it up to the umpire as he comes in now and throws it up. Strath now got a hold of it. Strathalbyn going down towards the other end of the ground down there, and out it goes here. Gone over to Simmons. Simmons gets the ball across there to his teammate, and off hands it goes, and there's a quick kick out of the pack down there, and the player then didn't worry about taking the mark. I thought he marked it, but perhaps he didn't, or the umpire didn't.
That is Strath's hand, Kevy, so the scoreboard is right.
Is it? Oh, okay. Anyway, right, so the scoreboard is right now. That is 7 goals to 5 goals 3 with Strathalbyn ahead.
Certainly is. Back ball in here. We've lost our communications with the station, but he's taken it off YouTube, so our listeners on the radio can still hear us, so we'll try and find that out 3/4. Bulldog for the Bays in the back line. Comes out. He comes out here and finds his player out here for Encounter Bay in Connor Hills. Connor Hills is here. He turn around right next to this puddle. Even the puddle's driving out, Kevy. So going up. Up they go. Middleton goes up. One hand up, goes up. Turns up Tonkin. Tonkin gets to it. He turns around. The hand was grabbed on him just as he went to handball, and of course the umpires called it for a throw. And Strathalbyn through Riley Clamp. Clamp gets the ball, drives this ball up, full forward. Simmons wrestles, over the back it goes, turns around, Simmons comes out with it, handball's over, quickly around onto there.
Another one.
That one goes across into there, and that was Max Ferguson. He gets...
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough, you want it to look good, you want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
But the wind that was here at the start of the match is not here now.
No, it's calm out there. I just said I had the break when you had the chat going on, and yeah, there's no breeze out there whatsoever. Up she goes, comes back down. Tonkin tries to get it, comes out the back, goes over back there. Strath now, come out with it. They go forward, use the body, and that was well done. He turns around there, centre half forward. Turn around, goes off, drives it out wide, goes over. And that one over there, I reckon, was Tucker. Tucker goes out. Simmons gets the ball, pushes it up and down. Over they go over there, and right onto the chest defensively there to Connor Hills. That's the Bays. They go the clubroom side now. Goes right out, up and down, can't get onto it. Out they come, handball goes, Tonkin goes over, comes over to Tonkin. He goes over, brother to brother, he goes out and he finds his player on the wing right in front of the crowd. Short kick by the Bays. Up they go, thump from behind, comes off hand, goes over the boundary line at the true central wing position for a throw in by the boundary umpire. Go into it, back up there, lines himself up. Up she goes out into it, up and down it comes around onto it. Bays go forward, up down there, Spoilt comes from behind, handballs inside, great running play by them. gets on up, goes up further, over the back, the Bays missed it, turn around, comes out, they'll either wrap this one up in the forward line, they do, 3 on 2 there, and the umpire has to come in for a ball up, right at their, well, almost in their full forward position, right in front of goal, need to make an inroad here, up they go, Strath goes up, pushes it all down, Bays keep pushing around, Pettit tries to get out through it, comes out wide, picked up by the Bays, he goes round, he gets wrapped up, and he turns around, the umpire's going to come in right next to the point post, scoreboard side for a ball up. Up she goes, up they go, ball goes up and down, comes out, goes over, comes around quickly, Pettit gets caught, gets the ball out with it, too long though, and too slow, should have got rid of it early, and it goes out. Strath advantage, comes up onto there, up they go, turns around, Strath gets wrapped up, and he turns around, the umpire will have to come into here and be a ball up on the back flank for Encounter Bay. Scoreboard side though, up she goes up, Tonkin goes up, comes down, beautifully read there by Strath, he turns around, he gets dumped, you can't swing and let them go. If you're going to tackle, you can only grab them. You can't actually make any movement as in a swing. So, comes around in onto you, goes to Mark Elliott. Mark Elliott drives this ball up. Simmons comes up. Tonkin goes up. That was over the shoulder. Goes over the boundary line by Strath. There'll be a ball in true wing position here on the scoreboard side. Sets himself up. Goes in, ruckman set themselves once again, off they go, up they go, comes over the top, goes down the bottom, scooped out the back, Tyson Neal gets it, comes out to Pettit can't get to it, picked up by Strath, goes back, turns around, they get to attack now, goes up, over the top this will go, turns around, Bays get onto it, Crispin picks up, breaks it away, goes off, goes into there now, finds out, and he finds his ruckman Callum Tonkin. Handball goes off to Tyson Neal sets it up here, goes off quickly to Hills goes up full forward and goes off, and that's a poor kick, went to the opposition. Off they go, Strath, back out in the side. They go out to the clubroom side now, finds his player out there, O'Grady. O'Grady with the ball, on the back flank, taking his time, doesn't know what to do. Drives it off ball now, goes up, right up in the forward flank, goes off hands, touched over the boundary line for a throw in front of the barbecue hut there, Kevy, with the score 5-3 Encounter Bay to 8 goals Strathalbyn FPAG scoreboard.
Boundary umpire's got hold of it, throws it in. Good throw in there by the boundary umpire. Comes across, the ball should be picked up out of there by Strath, it was, and here's a chance now for Encounter Bay to repedal the ball and go straight down the middle if he wants to, or go right across the ground, which is what they seem to do a lot these days, and the ball's been marked over that far side by Crispin. Now Crispin's got hold of it. He takes his time with the kicking into the breeze anyway, and away he goes with the ball. And has he found a teammate? No, he might have found one then. And there's a lot of players around the ball at the moment, and there's a ball going right into the scoring area down there by Encounter Bay, taken by Strath. Ball's picked up now. Goes.
Keeps this going, he'll take the full back.
He takes the ball right down the other end of the ground. So Encounter Bay's the only team that's touched it in the last couple of minutes. Oh, he's
straight down the straight.
Out there, he can put his head down and run into the goal if he wanted to, but I think he's going to see what happens here and have a shot himself. See, he can hit that magpie on the top of the post down there, Trevor.
Yeah, well, he won't want it. Going to be a point, Kevin. He wants to get inside of him.
Yeah.
Can't pick up who he is. He's facing the wrong way.
But, wasn't far away from him either.
Scared him off.
Anyway, I don't know who kicked that then.
FPAG, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FPAG Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FPAG, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
8 goals to Strathalbyn, and it's 5 goals, 3-33 to Encounter Bay, so they've got themselves a handy lead now, Trev.
Certainly have. The bays are gone up. Pettit gets it, goes straight out, goes over here to Tyson Neal. Tyson Neal goes out, comes over quickly to the bays. Bays put it all up. There's the quick answer. Goes around into there's 8.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
6 goals out of his 9, and the other one's got 9 out the 9.
Yeah. You see the bays, they get stung every time when they go. Their backmen go, right up. Their forwards come up, and then they had nothing up there to go. And they turn around. They kept pushing the ball back, but up in the centre it goes, up and down, trying to sock it off is the out there. Comes back over. Tyson Neal there onto the ball, goes up. See, look at this. Nothing up forward. They've got Tonkin there, who hasn't got any height, and he's standing there, 2 players and the 3 defensive players, so where's all the forwards?
Don't know, they must be down the other end.
Well, that's what I mean, you've got to go. So anyway, Strath now using the ball because they don't get any pressure on the kickers, and they turn around there on the back flank. He goes in, stubs his foot as he goes in, but turns around and finds his player. Comes up to the wing here, they go, up they go, turn around. Can't get it out of it, it's Riley Knight that goes over onto it. Goes over there, knees into the back, over it goes. Oh, boundary umpire had his hand up and then decided not to. Up it goes, up and down. Out there by Encounter Bay. Turn around, he fends off onto there, goes over, swung around onto it, goes up into there, into the back, and that should be a free kick to the Bays in the back lines. Advantage, paid. Tyson Neal goes out wide, finds his player out wider still, turns around, he steps back inside, goes off there. Turns around, crashes into the player, turns around, good pick up by the Bays, he gets dagged. Ball goes out, goes around, he gets wrapped up, gets his foot to it, the umpire calls play on, handball goes over, Pettit, he goes back, misses Crispin by a mile, turns around, Crispin recovers, handballs forward, goes all out there, steps out of the tackle, and they go up forward. This is where they're getting let down badly out here, look at it. So there's 2 Bays and 4 Strath going on into there. Up they ball, the ball goes out, straight out to Strath, they can turn around, waltz around, handball goes over to another 2 players, steps back inside, he runs around plenty of time, goes off down to the wing and it goes up over the back. Here it goes, Strathalbyn, waltzing this over, the Bays are stopped, and they turn around, goes over, up it goes in the forward flank, picked up there, handball goes back over, now it'll go back to him, running player goes, then he got shoved, Bays intercept it, sidestep around, steps over. He comes back, finds his player out there in Walker. Walker goes over, goes forward, and he turns around and picked up beautifully by the Bays. He drives up, goes up forward, goes up in the flank. But look at this, more Strath than the Bays. And they turn around, they have flooded, and they do not get back. In they go, turn around, Strath now, recovering, they're getting up, they're using the ball out wide, and turns around, goes off hands, over the boundary line, right in front of the true wing on the clubroom side. So we have 14.5 minutes gone with 6-3 Encounter Bay, 9 straight goals on the FPH scoreboard to Strath.
And there's a good throw in down there by the boundary umpire, right in front of the
free to the Bays.
The people down there sitting, watching out in the cold. Encounter Bay now had a free kick then, but didn't get much value out of it. And Strath down they go. Down that far side, they've done that a couple of times today, and yep, they go again. And this could be a 2-on-1 out here in Encounter Bay. If they miss it out, that's not a bad kick, except it hit the post, slammed into the bottom of the post. So that's a point out there to Strathalbyn.
They've spoiled it, Kevy. They've ruined it.
So they now go to 9-goal-1.
Up it comes, kicking by the Bays, misses it, picked up by Tonkin. Tonkin just blindly kicks that one to centre half forward. Over the back it goes. Handball goes out from his brother. Goes out there. His other brother gets shoved off the ball. The Bays go onto it, 3-on-1 into here. Now the Strath picked it all up and they clear it. Out it comes out here, onto the mark, and it comes out here to Strath in Jack Gilbert. Gilbert in the wing, right in the true centre position. Plays off. Drives this ball out, they go there now. Over it goes, Baldock goes up and down and grabs it in front of his eyes and repels him for the back flank. bank on it. Look at Bays are just standing still, wanting to go. They go off. Find
There's
his player
5 of them
inside
there.
in James Brown. Brown goes off. He finds out. He finds Tonkin out there. He goes to Pettit on the run. Pettit on the run goes over. Too high for the full forward. Goes right over the back. No Bay players in the forward pockets at all. They're all gone backwards defensively, and that's where they're falling down badly. Strath have thrown this ball around with 2 handballs, and they've gone out wide now, and there's the break. Goes out wide, finds his player on the back pocket out there, club room side. In he goes, drives up, puts it around, drives off forward, goes right on up, over the back it goes, turns around, comes back down, goes off, goes through. Ball comes out with the Bays, he turns around, gets over. Handball goes back by them now, turns around, goes up. Still inside, smothered. Butler gets it out for Strath. Strath step back inside. Drake's away again now. Now they come right out the flank. Up they go. Bulldog can't get to it. Turn around. The Bays put pressure on it. Strath turns around. Numbers are there for the Bays. One player and Strath are going to hold this up. Out they get it onto it there. Goes out there. The Bays are under a lot of pressure. He gets thrown out. Has to be a free kick. Cannot tackle and throw the player out. So the Bays in the back flank there now with the ball. Turn around, going up, 17 minutes gone. Drives his ball back up to that wing. Club room side, over the back, and it takes a mark on the chest there. I reckon that's Middleton. Middleton with the ball. Drives it up, bit of a floater. Look at that, hits the opposition on the chest. I don't know. In they go. Strath now come back inside. They find their player in Lachlan Butler. Butler sets up play for them off the back line. He goes in, finds his player in further again. Could be Matchin. Turns around, he steps back inside, stumps back inside. Look at this. They just... It's no good flooding if you can't turn around and pick up players. Out comes Strath again. They've got 3 players all by themselves, no players on them, and they turn around, off they go. Here they come through, goes up onto it. Big leap and grab there by them, and I reckon that's Jacob Wright. Right for Strath, goes forward, out comes the lead, picks up, turn around in Riley Clamp. He goes off, over he goes to Gill, we turn around, pick him up, goes the big boys, paid mark, and it goes over to Richard O'Grady.
Well, he's been full back.
Richard O'Grady. They swap their teams around a bit there, but the Bays fall into the same problem every week we've seen them, and even last year they were doing it. The flood is all right, but there's no good playing on quickly because you don't have the men forward.
There's no one to kick it there.
Well, that's what I mean, you burn it. If you're a forward player, yes, you back up, but then you've got to get back quickly to give your club options. Strath are staying back. You notice that 3 or 4 of them in defence and no players around them. Anyhow, so O'Grady
they can get the run right down then, can't they?
Oh,
either
that's
side.
what happens. You're chasing all the way through. Goes up, umpire swinging, goes down.
Point.
He's on the narrow side there. That goes away for a minor score. They've got the yips all of a sudden.
Yeah, they're starting to miss a few.
FPH scoreboard, 9 goals 2 to Strathalbyn, 6-3 to Encounter Bay on the FPH scoreboard.
Yeah, they've missed a couple. Ball's kicked back in. Mark taken down there by Tate Walker. Walker's got hold of it. Kicks it down. Oh, player there comes out, and Strathalbyn got the pace away. Punch.
Yeah, ding the handball, and he said he got her out from it.
Yeah, he comes across the ground. Oh, there could have been a big crash
well,
there.
You could see that, couldn't you?
Yeah, the mark has been taken there by
Williams.
Lachlan Williams.
And he's burnt it straight out of bounds, untouched, and that is terrible football.
Well, it gives the other team a kick, doesn't it? But anyway, the ball's coming back in, Trev. If you can see it there, I can't.
Ooh, yeah, boundary umpire's hands called it on the full. So it's a return kick there. The Bays are recipients of it, and he's gone right up there, so it was well and truly out. It's by young Walker. Sorry, no, it wasn't. It was Brown, Noah Brown. He goes forward, goes up there, up and down. Middleton can't get it. Kicked out the ball, flown out the back there by Strath. Once again, here they go. A series of handball goes out. Running player comes past. Look at them, trot, trot, trot in the back lines of the Bays. 3 of them, 2 of them standing, 1 of them just walking, 2 of them. Off they go. Series of handballs to Strath. breaks them all up, over it goes. This will be down the throat of Strath. He turns around, couldn't take it going backwards, but he recovers well. And
that was Clamp.
Clamp turns around, goes up. Bays are now battling like who knows what into here to get away with it, and it's crowded up into it. They go onto it. Then he turns and said, if you look at the Bay line up now, there is only one player at centre half forward, and they turn around, and that's how much crowded they got.
And there's three, there's four on the two there at the moment.
That's what I mean. You can get back and just, you know, to stop the scoring, but then you must set defensive lines and you must set a line up to get out. The Bays come out, they've got nowhere to go. So the free kick has been given out here, and it comes to the player that they do not want it in their hands of, and that is Riley Clamp. So Riley Clamp goes around. So turn around and said, we apologise for scores around the ground, but as you heard at half-time break here, it's set up on the GSFL website, so we don't get access to it, we don't get people ringing us, so we can't get them up because we're commentating, so something they need to look at. In they come now. Riley Knight lines up, puts it straight through. Too much of a reliable kick for that. He goes on, he gets his...
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
They're bent and you can't understand how it can happen, so back in the centre, Kebby go.
Umpire tosses the ball up high in the centre, went right up, right down without anyone touching it. Here's a chance now at the back of the pack for Strathalbyn. Stacks on the middle there, and the umpire will throw it up. Up it goes. Knocked down this time by Tonkin. Ball's on the ground though, so I'm going to get a quick punch out, and we're getting close here now to 3/4 time. The ball goes in up, they goes up high at the back of the pack. Here's a chance, there's one Strath player there and he might be able to get his foot to it, and he's kicked a point. The opposition may have kicked that one, and Strath now, they've kicked a series of points now, Trev. 10 goals, 3 now. 63 points, Strath. 39 to Encounter Bay.
Connor Hills takes the ball out of the Bay, gets all the way up to the wing. Crispin breaks away now. He goes off. But look at this. Here it is again. Look, one Bay player and there's at least 3 oppositions there.
Yeah,
Handball goes over quickly, but look at this. He kicks the goal. The only person running there is Strathalbyn. There comes the help for him. He turned around, the Bays chase. Casper's out there. Up they go. Handball goes out. Comes around to O'Grady. O'Grady for Strath. Puts the ball over. Now he drives out of defence onto the wing. One-handed goes up to Callum Tonkin and he grabs it for the Bays. He comes inside. Over he goes and he finds his player in here in centre. Now at least the Bays have got some players in there, but it's not much good to them. Now you watch the Bays get caught out here. Look at them. All go forward again now, and they've turned around, rolled the ball over, straight to the opposition. Thank you very much. Here they go. In trouble. Bingo. Your defensives cannot go up into fact and not get back quick. Strathalbyn, handball's over. Now they've got the running players. Off they come. They'll pick it out onto here. Goes over top. Got back beautifully to Bays then. Handball's back inside of Bulldog.
Now they should be a business.
Swings over. Goes out wide. Turns around. Handball comes out. Strath players in front. And he turns around, goes up. He sits up. Handballs to the other player running out. He steps inside. Goes all up. And he finds his player on the forward flank. They pick and poke around here and they come out. There it is, Riley Clamp out in the lead, up in front of his eye. He spins around. He can see it set up onto here. Up it goes, over the back to Strathalbyn. He rolls over there, misses it badly. There's number 12, and it turns around for a minor score, Lachlan Fox. So on the FBAG scoreboard, 10 goals for the Strathalbyn 63, 6-3 to Encounter Bay 39 on the FBAG scoreboard.
He took it a bit easy then, I think, but anyway, the ball's been marked by Encounter Bay now on the back pocket, and Pettit's got it. So Pettit's played a pretty good game today.
Yeah, Pettit and Crispin's probably the most consistently thrown. So there goes the siren, Kevy. So
we can't hear it, so perhaps we're deaf as well.
So it finishes up here. We might be able to try to get some scores around the ground. It's going off here, but I got my phone set up. So, but here it is at 3/4 time. Encounter Bay 6-3, 39 to the visitors Strathalbyn 10-4, 64 on the FPAG scoreboard. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
FPAG, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FPAG Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FPAG, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
So, back on there. Go, Kev. Here we go. Back on here at the Bay over the last quarter. And up we go. Strathalbyn come out with the ball quickly. Goes off. Round he goes. Up into there. Goes up onto it. Comes around. Handball. Back inside. Quickly goes off. Into the running player. Goes up in the forward pocket. Up there goes. Simmons goes up. And he marks the ball deep in that forward pocket. You can take them off. So, turns around. So Simmons with his white boots comes back down into here. So we still get this phone trouble. So Ian, we should be taking it from the live streaming for our radio viewers. We'll have to throw half this equipment out and I might go out with the bathwater too. So in we come. Simmons now. Ben comes in. Good reliable kick for him. Puts the ball up. Goes across. The umpire's going a long way. And he turns around, indicates out in the full, right across the face for a no score and Encounter. Oh yeah, I was going to say the player was going up, and the umpire's just warning him away. So the Bays will be recipient of the back pocket clubroom side. Up they go. They need to get their running gear on now and score big. Up they come, goes up and down it goes, back flank. Strathalbyn once again run out. Looks like he was almost looking to go the wrong way. Spins around back in the centre. Clamp goes up, throws it up in the air, and the umpire saw that way too, and Baldock with the free kick. He's at centre half back, drives off, puts this ball out, comes out to Hills. Connor Hills with it now for the Bays. On the wing position, scoreboard side, drives it up they go. Tonkin goes up, can't get to it, comes out wide. O'Grady gets it up, he double-handed threw it out. Umpire calls play on, turns around, that's the signal you get for a throw. And he turns around, up they go, the Bays thump it out defence, comes around quickly, goes into the hands there of Noah Brown. He goes off, and he turns around, gets up.
That's a good pass.
Callum Tonkin gets it for the Bays. Half-back flank, comes out. Over it comes up there. Middleton goes up and finds it. True wing position, so they're fighting hard to get onto there. Goes off. That sat there pretty time. Small kick, instead of kicking them hard into the pockets and making a lead get back into it, the big ruckman stands up there, looks at Tyson Neal, just walks up and goes thump across the boundary line. So boundary umpire puts this ball back up. Up they go. Arm wrestle. Tonkin goes up. Picked up there by Strath, goes on. Crispin goes in once again. Strath are getting themselves dirty in onto here. Turns around, quickly goes out there to Mark Elliott. Elliott goes out, comes up onto the flank, goes over, picks all up. Encounter Bay picked up. Connor Hills and get tagged onto there. Free kick, have to go. They have to bring it back. Was not advantage and turns around and goes to Encounter Bay. So he comes back around here now to Encounter Bay. I reckon it could be Drew Alsford. Turns around, gets the player, goes off, gets told to play on. Ooh. Simmons runs down the side, which was a no-go zone. Then it goes up. Umpire calls play in while he's there and he steps in and puts the player under pressure. So, up and down. It's only cramp. Tell him get out. Who's that, Riley Clampers? Or yeah. The amount of football he's playing, that makes you wonder, doesn't it? Umpire with the ball up at centre half forward. Middleton smashes it out, goes back to him. There's nothing wrong with his leg now. He put a big hump into there. Out it goes, back over there. Simmons gets up. Then he gets a flip up. Then he gets another flip out. Then he gets her over and Bays pick it all up. And he turns around and be on the wing here for a throw up. The umpire has to do a ball up here on the wing, on the true wing here on the scoreboard side. Up she goes. Tonkin goes up. Up it goes. Down. Look, the Bays cannot read him at all. Up it goes. Strathalbyn goes forward. Turns around. Simmons goes up. Picked up quickly there by Strathalbyn. They go out further. Goes out wider. Off it goes out onto there. They turn around. Gets wrapped up there. Legging going on into there. Bays can't get it out. And the umpire's going to call up for a ball up on the forward flank for Strathalbyn. Still on the scoreboard side. Up they go. Sorry about scores in all the way. People are trying to send to me and I've got my phone on the hook up here because we can't see the scoreboard here, the local one. Ball's pushed across the boundary line, so Butler has to give it to the boundary umpire for a throw in, still on that forward flank for Strathalbyn. They're doing all they need to do here. The Bays are the ones that are behind. Up they go. Tonkin goes back down. Bang! Pettit cops a face on one. There goes. Turn around. The Bay gets the ball, then heels. Then he kicks it straight back into here, and that goes out of bounds. Thanks very much. Turn over the ball and panic kick. In it comes. Finds Butler now for Strathalbyn. He turns around. Got the ball over here. Goes offline.
Look, there's a heap
turns
of Strath
around, goes
right
off
across.
straight inside. Look at, you know, like there's. I don't know what Tonkin was doing staying back to there because they had the ball. So off he goes. Now he's chasing ghosts over there. Strathalbyn with the ball. They are picking holes into here. Up they go. That'll be a mark. Comes around off to there, and that goes to Strath in the name of Jacob Wright. Wright goes off, drives it up forward. Bang! In the back there. Umpire let that one go. Comes out quickly. Strath now. They get put out again. Comes over there. Bays are really panicking over here. And it gets wrapped up there, and Strathalbyn in front there. FPH scoreboard 10 for Strathalbyn and 6-3 to Encounter Bay on the FPH scoreboard.
Yeah, there's not much scoring happening out there, but anyway, the game's going on out there. The umpire just threw it up in the air, and there's a lot of players around the ball out there at the moment. So do it again. Out he goes again. They jump up high, push it out. Strathalbyn look like they've got enough players out there to get it. They'll get it back in, and the ball now is right down the forward pocket. Encounter Bay trying to get the ball to go back the other way, and they only get it back a little way over there because there's a... No, they don't.
Handballs them.
Yeah,
now they've got nothing forward. Look at this.
Yeah.
And again, once again, Strath are smart. They're playing players back.
Their players were back waiting for it. And there's another ball out of bounds, and the umpire will throw it back in. So there's not much you can do when there's half the players sitting back there. You can't get near the ball because they haven't turned around to run back where they came from. Ball now is on the ground again, and again there's just a heap of players around the ball. Here they get it out. They have got it out now. They're out in the open, and Encounter Bay have got the numbers there, but where are they going to kick it?
Just a blind kick because there's nothing there.
Here's a 3-on-1 out there at the moment. They spoiled themselves.
That's
the
ball.
team did. And back they go. You think you might have to get a free there, but anyway, there's no free there.
No, went for the mark, come down, bowled him over, and no turn.
Who's running around out there? It looks like there's a player running around out there with a red top on and a black pair of pants, but umpires letting a play go on out there, and this one has gone through the goals.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
In 3 quarters and a bit. So
You almost got doubly scored, don't you?
Well, that's it's impossible now. So Strath will get out of this, but yeah, I don't know. The game plan might be good, but it's if you defend, and even if you're forward, you're defending, you want to put pressure on, you have to get back. You can't sit around and spectate. Back in the centre they go. That's about the first time I've seen them read the actual ruckman for the Bays winning. Go forward now. Up they forward they goes. Over the back it goes. Tyson Newell can't get it. That's just socket off the ground deliberately there by Strath. Had no intentions of anything else. And she goes over, and they've paid it there for untouched as a deliberate kick, and it goes off to Encounter Bay. Free kick. Turns around, Tyson Newell can't get to it. The lead was on for a long time. The Bay goes in, and he finds his player there in Middleton. Oh, sorry, no, it's not
Middleton.
Another one, 16.
16 is there is
McEwen. Jyden or Teeden?
McEwen.
McEwen. Well,
he must have been on the bench to start with.
Yeah, he might have been too. So
let's see how good a kick he is.
it's upset it now, Kevy. There's two out there with beards. And now we know why he was.
Now we know why he's in the back line.
Yeah. So anyway, it's out in the full there. The Encounter Bay goes off and comes in. Strathalbyn brings the ball back in, finds their player in that back pocket there, and I reckon that's Ketting. Ketting with the ball for Strath. Back pocket, scoreboard side. He drives this one up. Up they go. Turns around, tries to fix it up. Tonkin gets the ball out. Out it comes in there. Goes over. There's just a blind handball going back. Set up to Strath. They'll pick up. He gets picked up. He handballs back to his player going out. Handball comes over quickly. Finds his player out there in right. Right goes forward. Goes untouched over the boundary line, and there'll be a free kick to Bulldog. He's going a free kick anyway. It doesn't matter. I don't know what he's grizzling about. Goes up over there, turns around, Mark, go up, and he's paid it. Yep, umpires at the back, and Middleton gets the ball for Encounter Bay. Looks for the player. He turns around, goes on. It's pointless, a short kicking on him. Drives off, over goes, Pettit goes up and finds it there around more on the forward flank. He goes off, gets told, goes in wide, looking out there. Tyson Neal goes up, likes onto there, gets wrapped up, gets the key, gets the free.
He milks them all the time, doesn't he?
Well, he puts his body in the road and holds them out when the player panics that he can't get over the top. And normally wraps him up trying to get around him, and he uses his body well in that position. But see, that makes it more important to the side when you come in. You can't stagnate around. Give it to him body on body, not a group, and most times you'd give him 90% he'll get them. Tyson Neal comes in. Puts it all up, umpire stands, goes up, he comes in, signals goal.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
Sides that are quick enough to get the ball and throw it out like Strath do with a handball, and McLaren and all those ones, they get caught out in their positions, and that's all they're doing then is chasing fresh air. You can only do that for a certain time.
Umpire comes in now to throw the ball in up. Up it goes. Gee, toss that ball up high. In fact, you tossed it up that high. The ruckman didn't know when it was coming down. The ball now is on the ground. It's in that gluey area out in the middle of the ground out there. And the umpire will come in and toss it up again. In it goes. Down the ground it goes. And Strathalbyn had the ball down there. And
there's a new boy. Get it.
There's a new boy.
He's got a shove as he went to kick. They've got a boot to it.
Just touch it with his boot, and down the ground it goes now. And Strathalbyn got it down there. It's gone down to the centre half forward area.
So minor score only to them, Kerry.
And it's another point down there, so it's 11 goals 5 to Strath to 7 goals 3 Encounter Bay and our FPA court.
The ball comes out quickly, the Bay's up on the flank here. Middleton goes up, can't get it all up. He goes over, it's on the back flank, steps over the boundary line, Strathalbyn for a throw up. So he turns around, comes inside. Gets up, sets it all up. Ruckman set themselves. Tonkin has to come in a long way, pushes it all out, goes over to his brother, comes back to Callum Tonkin again, comes up, Middleton over the back over there. Riley Clamp goes up, one hand, and he turns around and drags it down. So off they go, plays on now, goes up there. Simmons goes up, he does the same, bounces, comes out, picks the ball up, drives this ball, thank you very much, straight through the middle. There's another one that goes to
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
And it's made it terribly hard now with the first round just about completed for the 2 big changes in the premiership list. Here's another chance there for Strath. Loose ball comes out here to Encounter Bay though. They go across the ground and the ball hits the ground out there. Bays are the first to it. They pick it up, go to kick it back. Back it goes, and free kick paid out here to Strathalbyn. And Strathalbyn have got the ball centre wing, club room side, and they come in, put the ball, that's a good kick down the ground, with 3 players out in the front there for Encounter Bay, and neither of them took it. Down it goes, over the back. I think there's been another free paid here. As he kicked it, maybe the player was over the mark, or close to over the mark. And Strath now got the ball, or their player there, he's lucky to get away with that one. Down he goes, Encounter Bay got it out in the centre, and there's another one from Strath, right down to the centre half forward area out there. And a kick in, and that one has gone down there and missed. By the look of it, it's a long way away from where we are here. And the ball goes down there. I think Encounter Bay must have got a free kick down there. They have. And down it comes again, and the Strathalbyn have got the numbers, and down that forward line it goes, and for them, and they just get the loose ball, kick, bang, goal, and that is...
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Encounter Bay 7 goals 3, and our FBA scoreboard.
Yeah, trying to get those other scores around the ground. Ones I have managed to get is Wollonga 6-14, Goolwa Port Elliot 2-2, Langhorne Creek 8-7, Victor Harbour 13-8, Mount Compass 6-7 to 1-4, and I turn around and you can get the scores, but they put the total points up, and the scores, the goals and points are that small you can hardly see it. So back in the centre it goes, turns around, finishes it up, goes up, comes out there. Crispin falls in line with his player. Encounter Bay gets it, comes back to Crispin. Crispin sidesteps around, breaks out, finally gets a kick away. Up they go forward, and that's a strong mark to Encounter Bay on the forward flank. Plays off inside, drives off, puts it up forward. Look at this. 2 on
3 there.
Yeah. Tyson Neal by himself, and there was virtually 4 Strathalbyn players, because what happens, forwards go out, back up, but can't get back down, and then the kick goes high. Comes out to Middleton. Middleton gets the hand. Comes over. Strath recover quickly there, and that one there was Tucker. Tucker goes out. Turns around, gets fined up, pay there, played on, and the umpire pings him for holding the ball, so the Bays have to give it up. Comes over, Riley Clamp, gets it, off he goes, drives off, drives up now in the forward lines, up they go, Spoil comes down, comes back down around, Bays pick it all up, get the handball out, handball comes over again, he slides over, almost goes, comes over, straight in the hands of Strathalbyn. Strathalbyn goes out wide, 2 players go down there, makes a diving mark and picks it up, and it's paid as a mark. Starting to get too breathy here, we're getting too cosy in here, Kevin. We're getting smoking. We'll have to just about open the back door, I think, just to try and get rid of some of this breeze. But yeah, so Strathalbyn lining up. I can't even tell you who it is.
Number 1.
Geez, number one. He's gone back almost into the centre. He's going to walk in 40 metres to kick over the same distance.
That's Richard O'Grady.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
So he turns around.
He's taken a long time. He doesn't want him to score anymore, I don't think, the way he's going there.
He's put it through the centre, I'd say. Comes back out, he's got it, so
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Well, how long have we been going? Nearly 20 minutes. And up goes the ball in the centre. Down it goes. And it looks like the fire has sort of gone out of Encounter Bay a bit now, because they realise that this is probably their season gone.
Yeah, well, you'd be just clutching straws anyway, weren't they, realistically?
Yeah, so anyway, they throw the ball up in the centre again. Down they go, Encounter Bay trying to pick it up out there, but they can't pick it up, can't get a handle on it.
Trouble is, though, they defend going towards the opposition's goals. A free kick in the back to Connor Hills. He comes out, finds his player out quickly out here in Christopher's. Christopher's, look, he's not even getting back off the mark. You know, so if he takes one step in, he's almost kicking under the feet of the player on the mark. Now he gets cold on, and there it goes. Short kick comes out, and he finds Connor's heels. Standard football years ago. Get off, give yourself plenty of mark. Good body work there, and comes over to Encounter Bay and Noah Brown. Noah Brown goes out, finds out there, turns around there. And there's a Bulldog who plays at centre half back, at centre half forward. He goes out, finds his player out there in Hamish Tonkin. Hamish Tonkin comes in, couldn't hit the player again. Quickly picked up though, kick forward for the Bays though. Goes up they come around, handball goes out, that's a throw. It'll be a relief out there to Strathalbyn in the back pocket. Out he comes out here to Butler. Butler sets himself up and the Bays haven't picked that up. So, I don't know who they have on the side benches, but they need to watch this. Anyway, Butler now, in the back pocket, spins around, left footer, drives off, kicks it down low, comes out, over the top it goes, spoiled from the Bays, comes back through, goes in, he can't pick it up, goes back down, and as per usual, one Bay, two Strath players, and he turns around to be a baller. Forward flank for the Bays, that's about all they can say about it though. Up she goes, Ruckman goes up, Tonkin goes, gets it again, straight out to Strath again. They read him better than the Bays can. Bays would be better off to go to the opposition Ruckman. So he turns around, gets wrapped up, they've moved forward by about 4 metres and it'll be a ball up again. Tonkin goes up, pushes it back, Strath at the fall of the ball again once again, so he turns around. Bays are badly missing, good, comes out, here comes Strath out there with the ball, goes up forward now, comes up, Strath out in the run. Gets the ball beautifully trapped, handballs over. Misses Riley Clamp though, he soccers off the ground. Comes out quickly out here to his player in Mark Tucker.
Here they go.
Tucker goes back over. Kick goes across, swings off the boots there of Stafford. Stafford goes up into the forward lines and the Bays come out and they come out and find his player out here. He drops it so casual, he let it go over the top. Now he'll go. Gets there, Strath now, picked it all up. Riley Clamp gets the ball, drives in there, goes up there. There she goes again. Night, night.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
I mean, I know they're down on personnel today because there's a few of them not playing for various reasons, and not much you can do about it, I suppose. If they don't want to play, they don't play. Up it goes, pushed down. Here's a chance now, and that was Crispin, I think. He got the ball over there, and
Tonkin goes up.
Tonkin, was it?
Yeah, Tonkin to Tonkin, and they got it out and got to the full centre half forward.
And
Middleton.
We've gone there to Middleton, so Middleton's kicked 1 goal so far today.
That was the first quarter, so a long time. See, there's that Strath player running straight down the line where you're not allowed to go. Oh, it's a shocker. That is a shocker.
Well, anyway, it was punched through the. It didn't even get up. Well, it got just halfway, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was a point then to Encounter Bay. And Encounter Bay go to 7-5.
4.
Oh, they've already put it on. That's the trouble. They put it on too quick now. And in Strathalbyn stay on 15-5, 95.
Jacob Wright quickly goes off, gets his player running past there in Gilbert. Jack Gilbert goes up to centre half forward. Encounter Bay gets out, puts it in front of the running player, goes over there. He gets wrapped up and put down. The umpire trots in and is going to a ball up centre half forward for Strathalbyn. In they go.
25 minutes up.
Yeah, here they go. Here comes the ball out. Look at this. Strath setting up there.
Look.
Middleton thumped the ball out the back, but it's all Strathalbyn. He can pick out who he wants to go to. Goes to Butler. Butler can go right back in the square. He doesn't. He goes back into there, puts his player under pressure, turns around, out it goes. Strathalbyn recover once again, goes out through Fletcher Duffield. So it goes out wider, goes out, Strath now out in their forward flank, picked all up, step back inside, turns around, and the umpire's got a free kick to Strathalbyn on that back, on the forward flank. Out he goes wide, finds his player, bit forward all up on the 50-metre arc, clubroom side. Off he goes, turns around, goes up, off they go over the back. Strath picked the ball up once again, goes over, goes out there, kicks forward, ball's rolling straight across here, Encounter Bay in front of here, turns around, goes up, turns around, but Strath give him so much pressure here, that was in the back, and the umpires picked that one up for free to Encounter Bay. Right in the back pocket, he's right by the point post, comes off, comes clubroom side, look at this, probably out in the full, gets thumped over the boundary line on the back flank for Encounter Bay, forward flank for Strathalbyn on the scoreboard side for a throw up. 26.5 minutes gone, Kevy, so there can't be too much more into here.
No, it's only just after 4 too.
Yeah.
Just as well as not the normal time, which would be about 5 to 5 now.
Yeah. Ball comes out, the Bay's now on the run, Middleton over, comes out there, finds his player out further on. Look at this. He has to wait because there's nobody there. Tyson Neal, one-on-one, will take this, and he does. That's what you need to give him, and he turns it around. There goes the siren, folks, so Tyson Neal will have a shot after the siren here, and it'll make no difference to the score of Strathalbyn, obviously, but yeah, but he can turn around and get the 8th one for Encounter Bay. In he comes, drives up, drives this ball. Oh, that's
a shocker, wasn't it?
That is a
1 point.
Terrible one. So it finishes up there now. Encounter Bay go to 7 goals 6 to the 47 to the visitors Strathalbyn 15 goals 5. So a comfortable win there to.
Well, it doesn't look like they put the last one on.
It doesn't look like they put it up. It's
they put it
up.
up.
They hit the post, so it's got to be a score.
Yeah.
He had his flag out, but they've disallowed it because he kicked after the siren, but he's entitled to. And the ball went through.
From a mark, wasn't it?
Yeah, it went through. So anyway, well, it doesn't make any difference to the score around onto it.
Well, it might make that 1 point. Could.
Well, as I said, so it doesn't matter. I'll get out of this and try and find some scores for everybody else here, folks. But
I'll see what I've got here.
I've got here, we've got going here is Mount Compass full-time. Mount Compass was 7 goals 10 to Myponga Selix 2 goals 5. Thank you very much, folks. There's a bubble burst for Myponga Selix.
That one certainly has.
That's yeah, I can't believe that one. Myponga only kicked 1-3, 1-4 and 2-5 for the game, so that's a shocker onto there. I do have a side here. I'll try and see if I can get into it for you, folks. So
it's pouring rain all game here, and that looks like it's the Wollonga-Goolwa game. Wollonga 6-14 to Port Elliot, Goolwa Port Elliot 2 goals 2. That's at 3/4 time.
So, come on. Just bear with me, folks, to get up there. We've got the women's, so we're going to round 9. Well, we don't know here. Yeah, you got the scores underneath it. which will turn out there. Still a 40, so we've got, I'll read them out as I take them off. So far, Wollonga was 6-14 to Goolwa Port Elliot 2-2. That's in the fourth quarter with 30 minutes to go. Langhorne Creek 8-7 to Victor Harbour 13-8. Encounter Bay, we have that one, 5-2 to 17. Yankalilla McLaren Districts, we have 4-7 to, it's the first score we've got.
12-21.
4-7 to Yankalilla to 12-21 on the McLarens there. And like I said, so it just tells us the times that they're going into there. Some of them, yeah, well, they show the Encounter Bay one, fourth quarter at the 4-minute mark, so I don't know what's going on to there, so yeah, it becomes most difficult, that one there, Kevy, I'd say. So it's, yeah, we're going to have to try and find something a lot better than that. So.
Anyway, there's not too many of them can change score, though, you would think.
No, as I said, so we apologise for everything going on, because it's, yeah, the other one's terribly, terribly hard. I don't know why they give you a basic totals when the full scores should be there. But anyhow, what we can gather so far is that there won't be much difference. It looks like the winners for today for round 9, halfway through the Great Southern Football League, is Strathalbyn over Encounter Bay, Wollonga over Goolwa Port Elliot, Victor Harbour over Langhorne Creek, Mount Compass over Myponga Selix, and McLaren Districts over Yankalilla. This is 90.1 Happy FM Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.